Good evening. Coming up tonight, we'll fill you in on what's happening in and outside the Palmetto State.
An influx in crime at the University of South Carolina's Columbia campus.
And later, stay tuned to hear about Gamecock legend Aaliyah Boston's upcoming studio debut.
We will have all that and more tonight on Monday Night Mashup.
Welcome to this week's Monday Night Mashup. I'm Brianna Hughey.
And I'm Raegan Feldman. Thanks for joining us tonight.
USC Columbia's annual Security and Fire Safety Report was released September 29th and revealed an increase in on-campus rape, burglaries, robberies, and other crimes in 2022. In light of national decrease in on-campus crime between 2010 and 2020, USC also saw an increase in aggravated assault, dating violence, stalking, along with drug and alcohol-related violations. On a good note, the report did show a decrease in domestic violence and unlawful weapon possession, as well as 0 cases regarding manslaughter, statutory rape, and incest for the past 3 years. USC PD Captain Eric Grabsky said the increase in on-campus crime can be attributed to the influx of students living on campus following the end of COVID-19 restrictions. He said, quote, "We had fewer people on campus, so obviously the opportunity for that crime to be committed or the reporting of that crime would be much less." Grabsky also highlighted that the increase in rape cases does not mean the crime has become more frequent. He said, quote, "Just because there's more reports of rape does not mean there is an increase in that crime. People are feeling more comfortable coming forward and reporting, and that is a good thing." Each year, USCPD will release the annual report near the beginning of October, and we can expect data from 2023 next year.
Also on campus, an important decision to be made about academic supplies moving forward. Barnes & Noble, the University of South Carolina's textbook supplier, announced their first Day Complete program at the university's Faculty Senate meeting on Wednesday, October 4th. Chair of the Bookstore Committee, Dr. Fang Meng, presented an outline of the program to the rest of the Faculty Senate. The plan, if approved by university administration, would be set to start for the fall semester of 2024. This program would require each student to pay $20 per credit hour to access their class textbooks. Each student who does not opt out of the plan by the add-drop course deadline will be charged $20 per credit hour. According to the presentation, textbooks would be rented out to students and must be returned or purchased at a discounted rate by the end of the semester. As of October 4th, the Bookstore Committee was still unsure if this decision would be made directly by the Office of the Provost or through a vote made by Faculty Senate members. Barnes & Noble representatives have been invited to the Faculty Senate meeting on November 1st, where senators will have an open discussion about the program.
Raegan, I don't know about you, but I could definitely use some discounted textbooks.
Oh, me too, girl. All the prices, it's getting expensive here.
It is. Up next, SGTV weather reporter Chloe Findlay is in the studio to give us the weekly weather update.
Good evening, Carolina. I'm here to give you the weather for this week. So right now outside it is a beautiful 70 degrees. The sunset did happen just a couple minutes ago at 6:58 p.m. and luckily there is a 0% cloud cover, so you should still be able to see those deep oranges and deep purples that come with the end of sunset. There is only 35% humidity tonight, so if you are going out, you don't have to worry too much about that South Carolina climate messing up your hair or your look. So you can expect that for tonight. This week, some notable things to talk about. We're going to have quite a bit of rain towards the end of the week. We are expected to see showers Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but thankfully the rain is supposed to clear up on Saturday by late afternoon, so fingers crossed it won't interfere with anybody's game day plans. Sunday, this is pretty special. We're dipping into the 40s on Sunday, so if some of you were not sure if we've quite reached that fall weather yet, that should be your indication right there. 49 degrees Sunday night, that is officially some fall weather. And it's quite ironic because Sunday's supposed to be our sunniest day of the week, and it is also going to be our coldest, so go figure. So let's take a deep look at tomorrow so you know what to expect. Tomorrow morning is going to be a little bit chilly, 53 degrees at around 8 a.m. So if you are a student and you have an 8 a.m. or an 8:30 class, be sure to bring a jacket or a sweatshirt. But it should be sunny all morning and early afternoon, so that by 1 o'clock it should be a 78, which is absolutely beautiful. The sun is going to set at around 6:57 tomorrow night with a low of 71 at around 6 p.m. So you can go ahead and look forward to that. No clouds tomorrow either, so you should be able to watch the sunset tomorrow as well. And that's all I have for you today with the weather. Now I'm going to kick you over to SGTV sports anchor Jacob Perdue for all things Gamecock athletics.
Aaliyah Boston, a former member of the Gamecocks women's basketball team, announced today that they will be doing sports analyst in the offseason for the WNBA. Boston was the first overall pick to Indiana Fever in the 2023 draft and won the first WNBA Unanimous Rookie of the Year for the first time since 2018, as well as the first All-Star rookie since 2014. Boston graduated with a degree in mass communication and has shown their ability to work in front of a studio environment before and excelled. Boston will be a part of the Big Ten broadcast team in 2024. And looking at another former Gamecock athlete, Christy McPherson made history the past week as she is the first Gamecock to be named to the Women's Golf Coaches Association Player Hall of Fame. McPherson is a three-time, first-team All-American and remains one of 3 players in the SEC to win back-to-back individual championships. Not only individually great, but also a team player. She led the Lady Gamecocks to their first national title ever and 2 more in the following years between 2001 and 2003, being the top player on both those teams. McPherson holds the Gamecock record of career wins, top 5 finishes, and top 10 finishes. McPherson went on to record 17 top 10 finishes since her first season in the Ladies Professional Golf Association in 2007, and being a member of the winning U.S. Solheim Cup team in 2009. Christy McPherson was inducted into the South Carolina Athletics Hall of Fame in 2010 and will be joining the WGCA Players Hall of Fame as the 87th member inducted on Monday, December 4th. And now Artemis Capece is in the studio to fill us in on what's happening with local entertainment.
It's homecoming week here on campus. As part of the lineup for homecoming events, a yoga and breakfast bash will take place tomorrow morning from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Davis Field. A brief morning yoga session will take place following breakfast for all participants. The event is free of charge and all students are welcome. An additional homecoming event is also occurring on Davis Field. A showing of The Game Plan will be held tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Popcorn and refreshments will be provided. Attendees are encouraged to bring blankets and friends. For any updates regarding weather and possible cancellations of these events, visit U of SC Homecoming on Instagram. In other Columbia entertainment news, the acclaimed Disney Channel group, the Jonas Brothers, are coming to town. Tomorrow night at Colonial Life Arena, the Joe Bros will bring their 5 albums, 1 night tour to Soda City. The show will kick off with tunes from the rock duo Lawrence before the brothers take the stage. The band kicked off the American leg of their world tour this summer. They'll take their tunes across the globe all the way into 2024. Tickets for tomorrow's show are still available for purchase on Ticketmaster.com. After the commercial, Brianna and Raegan will finish up tonight's news wrap.
In state news, federal regulators in the state of South Carolina have recently cited Dominion Energy, a power company with plants located across multiple states, including South Carolina, for a serious safety violation. Federal regulators inspected the company's VC Summer nuclear power plant in Jenkinsville, South Carolina. They found that utility workers at the plant failed to resolve cracking problems for 20 years. According to thestate.com, the United States Nuclear Regulatory Commission, also known as the NRC, issued a preparatory yellow safety assessment. A yellow assessment is the second most severe ranking given out by the NRC. The NRC is currently considering escalating enforcement for this particular violation. Dominion Energy will now have the opportunity to explain more about the cracking issues and work to solve the problem. According to the NRC spokesman, Hughey, Dominion Energy quoted, quote, has implemented a plan to improve the system's reliability, end quote.
Returning to campus news, the National Panhellenic Council, also known as the Divine Nine Greek Organizations, will be participating in USC's annual NPHC Step Show this Thursday as a part of our homecoming celebrations. The Step Show will take place at the Columbia Metropolitan Convention Center from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. this Thursday, October 12th, and the theme is Nightmare on Greek Street. This event is a friendly competition that allows our NPHC organizations to showcase their culture and pride through choreographed steps and strolls. 8 of the 9 chapters are represented here at USC, and all 8 will be participating in the show. Ambria Gilliard, a member of the Delta Sigma Theta sorority, said this is an event you do not want to miss. She said, "We have been practicing hard for a while now. It shouldn't be too scary, but be on the lookout for some comedy as well. We have some cool tricks awaiting that you don't want to miss." The event is free to USC students with a valid Carolina card, and tickets are $10 for the general public. Tickets can be purchased online at eventbrite.com. I went to the Step Show for the first time last year, and it was amazing, Raegan.
Really? That sounds like such an exciting event. I'll
and it
definitely be
is.
sure to check it out.
I have some friends in the show this year, so I'm so excited to see them.
That is awesome. Well, that wraps tonight's edition of Monday Night Mashup.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SGTV at USC.
To keep up with all of our content, be sure to also visit us online at sgtv@usc.com. For SGTV News 4, I'm Raegan Feldman.
And I'm Brianna Hughey. Have a great night, Carolina. Forever to thee.